Hello everyone and welcome back to Direwolf20's Let's Play. This is episode 26 and I'm gonna be showing you guys the Obsidian Factory that I promised to show you. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is build a quick alchemical chest, which you guys have seen a few times, so let's do that. Okay, so why did I plop this alchemical chest here? Well, because I'm going to be making a bunch of items. First off, I want some more obsidian aggregators. I mentioned in my last episode that each one of these obsidian aggregators will create 8 obsidian per cycle. So if we do the math on that, we can figure out that there's 32 obsidian that becomes 1 diamond. So for every 4 obsidian aggregators I place, I'm going to get 1 diamond per cycle. So I set up in this room a nice little spot to put, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. I extended my room just a little bit so that I could fit 8 obsidian aggregators along this wall. And why don't I get started building them? And in fact, I'm probably going to double that and go 16. So what's that going to do for me? Well, it means I'll get 4 diamonds per cycle. So let's get cooking. First, I'm going to build 15 more of these obsidian aggregators. Ta-da! Obsidian aggregators. Hooray! And how do I want to lay them out in this room? I'm going to put one like this and one like that. I think that's good. Yeah, that should probably work. Okay. Next, I'm going to need 1 vulcanite amulet and 1 evertide amulet for each one of these guys. So, they're not terribly hard to make, and you've seen me make them before, so I'm going to get started. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording at this point, just to show you guys a little something. Well, I guess I'm pausing the fast forward motion. And that is, remember I was using 4 buckets around the outer edge here? Well, you don't really need to do that if you have enough evertide amulets. You can actually so let's see, I had 4 and I need 12 more for the 16. So by just using these evertide amulets, you can make them a lot quicker. Okay? You said, Direwolf, why did you drop down this alchemical chest? This is why, because I knew I was going to be making a bunch of junk. So let's see. 16 evertide amulets. Very nice. Now I need 16 vulcanite amulets. Let's get started. And of course, it's the same deal with the vulcanite amulets. Go ahead and as long as you have a few extra of those, and let's see, I've got 4, so I need 12 more. Guess I lagged a little bit there. Nice. Excellent. So now I've got 16 vulcanite amulets, 16 evertide amulets, which is enough to fill up the 16 obsidian aggregators I just made. So, let's get a move on. First, I'm going to deposit all this junk that I don't need anymore. Don't need to be carrying around half as much junk as I have. obviously going to need a very empty inventory to carry all this stuff back and forth. And I'll even deposit my EU reader. Why not? Okay. Heck, I'll even leave my wood in here. So, let's first move our vulcanite amulets. These guys go on the top, remember? Okay, as you can see, I didn't like the way the obsidian aggregators looked hanging in the middle of the room there, so I went and moved that top row down to the bottom. And every one of these guys has a vulcanite amulet up top. So let me get some light going on here. And now it's time for the Evertide amulets. So let's pick all these guys up and put them in the bottom slot of all of my obsidian aggregators. Okie dokie then, you know this is working because this little blue thing is here. Now, we need some redstone. That's right, this stuff is all powered by redstone, but it doesn't look like I have quite enough redstone. Whatever will I do? Well, glowstone turns into glowstone dust. Glowstone dust turns into a lot of redstone. So, if we pump these guys in here now, you can see the steam rising off the top there means it's working. Okay, so let me finish filling these guys up. Okay, everything's cooking nicely. Now, these obsidian aggregators do have this massive output buffer here, so basically what will happen is it'll create the obsidian here. Once this slot is full, it'll dump it over here and proceed along to store everything right in this obsidian aggregator. I could just leave these guys running as is, or I could do it the BuildCraft way and put some wooden pipes and all that cool stuff going on. So why don't we do that real quick, alright? So I'm going to need 16 redstone engines, I'm going to need 16 wooden pipes, and I'm probably going to need some iron pipes as well, so I better build a few more of those. And I better collect my alchemical chest. So, why don't I get building? Okay, I think that's a good stopping point. Let's get moving here. Gonna shut off my portal. Put down my alchemical chest. And how do we want to build these guys? Well, it's pretty easy actually. We lay it like that. Now I'm gonna need my wrench. I forgot something. I always do. If you've been watching my series at all, you'll know Direwolf always forgets to bring something with him when he starts a build. Okay. So these guys all look good. Okay, next we want some iron pipes. Yes, I could technically use a cobblestone here, but what the hey. Okay, so let's see. I want these guys to actually all go downwards, so that all the obsidian in the top row goes to the bottom, and then heads off to the left. Left, left. everything should go straight into my chest here, and next thing I need to lay down, of course, are my redstone engines. So get all these guys facing downwards. This is where my redstone torches will go. Now I need to get into the floor. This, to be honest with you guys, was part of the reason why I was doing it the way I did it. With that second row, I was half thinking to myself, I wanted them off the floor because I wanted to put the redstone engines at floor level, but what the heck. I didn't like the way it looked. It wasn't aesthetically pleasing. Okay, there we go. Now the last thing I need are some redstone torches, 16 to be exact. So let's get out of the floor here for a moment, and I want to check out how my access to these guys is going to work. Can I access all my obsidian aggregators? This was honestly something I was a little nervous about being able to do, and it does look like I'm going to have trouble accessing them. 2.1 of BuildCraft fixed the bounding box on the wooden pipes and all the other pipes, but just by the nature of how compact this design is, it's a little tough to access all my obsidian aggregators. So I might need to, I guess if I really try hard, I can get into there and get them. Yeah, it's not too bad. But what I might do is just build, maybe right out here, I'll just build an access port for these guys. That way it's just easier for me to refill them. It will take a while to chew through all this redstone, obviously. You just saw me do all this build and we haven't even gotten through one. While I am here, I mentioned that by using the Vulcanite amulet, these guys do run a little bit quicker. I think in my last video, I said it was a 12-minute cycle with a lava bucket. It's something like a 10 or a 9-minute cycle if you use the Vulcanite amulet, so it's a little bit faster. But anyway, now I have an access to all my obsidian aggregators from the outside. I'll seal up this wall for now, but every now and then I will have to refill the redstone that's in there. So let me go straighten out my inventory and wait for those guys to produce their obsidian, and then I can turn it on with all my redstone torches, and you guys can see the magic happen. Okay, what the heck? Let's go ahead and build. And nice little doorway with a stone slab here. So this guy's almost done. So I'm just going to give it a moment. I'll start the recording again once it actually does finish. It might be up to another minute or two before it does create that last obsidian. And there we go. It just created 8 obsidian for me. And this guy should be wrapping up shortly. There he is. So you can see all these guys are making their 8 obsidian. Now there is one thing I forgot about, and it's all the way back here at my quarry. I never did find out what happened to my the amulet that I was using. So let me steal this gem of eternal density real quick. Oh, my quarry's not running. Gotta pump some more oil over. I'll let that run while I'm creating another gem of eternal density real fast. Ooh. Okay, so let's create this guy real quick. For this, I'll need 2 diamond and 6 obsidian. I'll probably wind up making another one later for me to actually carry around. What the heck, while I've got it on me, might as well do it now, right? The last of my diamond. Goodness. Certainly did use a lot of that to create this, didn't I? So now I'm going to charge this guy up and stick him in the alchemical chest here. I've been storing this guy in this one. And I'm going to head back out to my quarry and deposit. This will also give me the opportunity to see my quarry has started back up. He sure is moving pretty well down there. Alright, without further ado, let's watch the magic happen. So, all these guys should have some obsidian in them. This is also a test of my piping system. Should start pumping out some obsidian, and here it comes. Nice. And they should all head to the left, which is exactly what they're doing. And if we look in here, we'll watch and see that 8 obsidian becomes a lapis lazuli block. Nice. While that's going, very cool. And everything here should head to the left and should all go down and then to the left. See how that runs? Very efficiently, thank you. And there we go. We already got our first diamond, guys. And now I just walk away, and I've got an automated diamond factory. If you check out my equivalent exchange feature, you'll see that I actually wound up doing something very similar to this, but I built a second story on this house, and I had both sides going. So I had 16 here, 16 along this wall, and then a second story with 16 and 16 more. So I actually had 64 obsidian aggregators. Not going to do that right now because A, I'm out of diamonds, so I'm kind of out of resources, and B, I don't want to spend the time doing it just yet. So, I'll leave that access port open down there, and I think that looks rather nice. So, what did I say I would get? 1 diamond for every 4 obsidian aggregators. And I've got 16 obsidian aggregators, so as predicted I got 4 diamonds per cycle. So every 10 minutes I'm getting 4 diamonds. Not too bad. Nothing staggering, but hey, for not doing anything, it's not too shabby at all. Alright, back to my quarry real quick. Let's see. I do have my electric jetpack on me. It's time to recharge that guy soon. Whoa, that's a long fall. And I died. Wow, what a noob. I thought that fall I would survive. Goodness. Alright, let me go get my stuff back real quick. And that, my friends, is how I got down into this quarry. I just dropped a bucket of water up there, left it there for a few seconds, and then picked it back up, rode the water all the way down, and because I picked the water back up, the source block was removed, so it's going to remove itself. So, I guess I will leave that big noobish move into my video for you all to laugh at me for. I don't know what the deal is, to be honest with you guys, with the quantum suit. Sometimes it seems like it completely nullifies all the damage I'm taking, and sometimes it doesn't. So I think I kind of got used to the fact that it was nullifying my damage, and didn't expect to get hurt there. How wrong I was, right? So, we're good now. I got all my stuff back. And hey, look, my quarry found diamond. Nice. But I'm going to let it pick it up. I'm around Y level 15, so that's cool. My feet are on 13. Hey, look, another little cavern here. Neat. So I'm going to fly on up. And you can see that I put a little bit of oil into my combustion engines here. Quite a bit, actually. And what I'll probably wind up doing is creating another quarry right next to this thing, so that I don't have to move all this piping and all this stuff over. Probably just set up a new quarry right next door, and that'll be neat. So, without further ado, I think I should wrap up this Let's Play episode. Time for me to go charge up some items in my MFSUs. It's getting dark out, and it's getting late in real life as well. So why don't I call it a night? I will see you guys tomorrow. This has been episode 26. Right? Yep. Episode 26. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I might expand my Obsidian Factory at some point. Probably create at least a second row here, so that I have 32. But like I said, I don't have the resources for that at the moment. So I will catch you all later. Have a good night. Take it easy.